It was quiet all day. No case, no leads, no cash. I sat behind the desk checking the numbers. My partner Tom sat on his worthless ass drinking the day through. By 10 he was slumped in his chair and had smoked through his packs of Camels. It was time to call it a day. Jesus, Tom, give me a lighter.
You smoke Lucky Strike, the most expensive cigarettes on earth, and you can't afford a damn Zippo.
Open your eyes and stop flying that shotgun, you're making me nervous.
So?
So, if you're making me nervous, imagine how it's going to feel to everyone else who comes in here to see a boozer and playing with a shotgun.
You saying I'm drunk?
Saying you have a drinking problem.
Hey, I don't have a problem with drinking.
Tom has been my partner since I started 4 years ago. This is my father's firm at the time, Kane & Kane Detective Agency. Respected men, respected office. Fell to pieces when my uncle was shot down in cold blood and left to bleed in an alley. My dad went to war looking for the killer, but by then the trail went cold and was heading nowhere. He blamed himself. In the end he looked for solace at the bottom of a whiskey bottle, so I took his place and brought some muscle. Tom's a smart mouth with no brain to back it up. Thinks he's John Wayne and acts like Dillinger. I've been watching out for him since his parents died when he was 8. When I took over the family business, he followed like a stray mutt. All he's good for is clearing up the last of your booze and throwing those steaks he calls his mitts. But wise guys are trouble. No, please, don't get up. I opened the door, hoping for a big fat case and a big fat cheque. Instead I found myself face to face with her, golden hair, fire-red lips and cool blue eyes that stared right through me. From her clothes I say she was a Fifth Avenue broad. She trembled as she spoke. It was a plea and a prayer.
Used to be.
Oh, thank God. Thank God you're here. I didn't know where else to go.
Please, sit down. You got a name?
It's Helen. Helen Allen.
And what's the problem? It's your husband?
It's my brother. My brother's been taken, or at least I think he has. I don't know where he is or who he's with. He hasn't been home in days.
Take it from the top. She let it spill. Her brother Robert, the gambling debt and the men who came calling. Nothing I haven't heard before. Lowlifes borrow more than they can handle, blow all in broads, booze and bookies, and then get themselves a shallow grave. Who lent them the dough?
It was Alex something. Damn it, I can't remember.
You couldn't hit water if you fell off a boat.
It's Priam. Robert said he was going to meet him somewhere.
No offence, lady, but your brother's already worm chow.
That's 6 hours of whiskey talking.
Or common sense.
Who's Priam?
The mob loan shark of mob loan sharks, the great white, snatches the poor and helpless in his greedy teeth, gives them the cash and a smile, and takes it back one way or another, with interest.
You mean my brother's?
We're not saying there's anything, but we can't take the case. Mob's off limits.
Please, the police won't help.
It's because they're in his pocket, the cops are nothing but errand boys.
Please, someone has to help him.
Those damn blue eyes, they're not the sense royal enemy. Fighting the mob gets you nothing but a bullet if you're lucky. It's the impossible case, you versus the underworld, but somehow none of that mattered. That's dames for you, they know how to wear a guy down. I'll find your brother for you.
Thank you.
We'll be in touch, Mrs. Allen.
It's Miss.
So, what do you want on your headstone? Here lies John Kane, what we found of him.
We've done tonight. It was Wednesday, late and time to close up. I worked the numbers while my partner Tom put his feet up. It was time to call it a day. Tom, you got a lighter?
I stopped smoking. But I thought you were quitting.
I'm cutting down. Jesus.
Well, you'll thank me when you're not attached to an oxygen tank.
Put down your phone.
Why?
Because it's not professional. You know it's not professional. I'm not paid to play.
I'm not paid to smoke either, but you're still doing it.
Thank you. Tom's worked with me for 3 years. I hired him after I set the place up. It used to be my dad's old office. He became redundant after the company went bust. He and his brother were let go after 25 years of service with 200 other employees. Tom came to me looking for a job. He was a scrawny kid. I never thought he'd last more than a week in this business. But all these years down the line, he's still tackling cases with me. He thinks like Holmes, but acts like Dirty Harry. Maybe that's why the cases have recently run dry. Say what you want. He may not be the safest bet, but he sure as hell gets the job done. Looking up. Painful anyway.
Apparently to give you a gun.
I was hoping it was a mistake. I just wanted to close the place up.
This is John Kane Agency, I presume.
Agency?
Yeah, so there's please sit down. Instead I was face to face with her. Golden hair, fire red lips and cool blue eyes. I'd say she was from uptown. I just hoped she was looking for me. What's your name?
Helen Allen.
And what seems to be the problem? Is it your husband?
No, it's my brother. He's been missing for 6 days.
Tell me what happened. She spared no detail. Her brother Robert, his drug addiction, and the men who came for the money. I've seen this before. People get hooked on something, it starts small and grows until they can't think of anything except where to get the next fix. You gave him the drugs?
Robert told me Alex somebody.
Do you smoke?
No, it's a filthy habit. It was Priam. Alex Priam. Robert said he was going to meet him somewhere, but when I asked, he wouldn't tell me.
Instead he's digging his own grave.
Are you suggesting my brother...
He's not suggesting anything. We can't find your brother. The drug ring is suicide.
Suicide's putting it lightly. Alex Cream is brutal. If you're snorting his coke or shooting up his heroin, then you better have the money to pay for it. Because if you don't, he's going to take it back right out of your veins.
I don't care how dangerous it is. I'm not taking no for an answer, Mr. Kane. We can keep this discreet. No one needs to know about my brother's activities. I can pay cash now.
It's not the money, it's common sense.
I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. We can't take the case.
The police said they'll do what they can, but missing junkies, so his top priority is missing pets. Please.
No guy could say no to her. She can make 1,000 men into suckers. I'll find your brother.
Good. I'll have the money dropped off to you tomorrow.
Make that 1,001. We'll be in contact, Mrs. Allen.
It's Smith.
Good work, John. We might just have enough money for our own funerals now.